I
Cruise
managed
audio
to avoid
clear.
Kshotem man right here with Raised Flags, the Kshotem live show with Raised Flags. You already know what time it is, man. We go get this spill cracking and popping, you know what I mean? Just like
Let's
the
go.
4th of July, you know what I mean? Just like the 4th of July. Just
Fourth
like
of July was crap. Go ahead. I know what you're gonna say.
man, 4th of July,
4th
man.
of July. I can say 4th of July with both hands.
Back. Off the back of the nub, you know what I
Oh
mean?
my god.
So
Do you think it was? Do you think it was just a? Do you think it was just a scam, or do you think it's real? Like, he hasn't shown any pictures lately.
nah, but you know what's so crazy is I just seen a video on TikTok, and the dude was breaking it down so swift, like he was explaining it like the video that Unk had with 4X when they did the no jumper thing.
Right.
4X was like telling him like, "Oh, I'll body you right here. I'll do this." You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah. I
right?
saw that. I saw that
Right,
episode where he was
right.
talking all kinds of crazy. He
Now,
was going to stomp him out.
yeah, if you look at his cup though, his cup was on some like more like some spiritual shit, right? Because he had a red rag on the cup, but then the cup was like a gold tint, right? And what do you know? The firecrackers he was holding was the same color as that cup, right?
What?
But if
Are
you
you
go
saying
look
this is some Louisiana Mojo type stuff that's going on right here?
some like voodoo type shit, because look,
Just like his video. The original video said that.
because if you go look up what it means, right, to a cup like that, a yellow cup, red on it with water in it or some shit, it's like a whole symbolic meaning because you're protecting it's like a spiritual thing. You're like you're
That's
protecting
Unk's cup.
That's Unk's cup. But that was in that episode though. He had it like that, right? And it's so funny
Wow.
how the same hand he was pointing and doing all that, that's the same one he lost.
No way, dude! You don't mess with that. That's that Santeria type stuff. That's that Cuban stuff. That Brazilian stuff. It's the same orishas that are in that come from Africa. You don't mess with that type of stuff. You just let that. You don't mess with the people that are into that because it's a whole. It's a spiritual world that you're dealing with.
I would bring up that, but it's on TikTok. So on TikTok, I don't think you could view stuff from like a computer and shit like that.
Let's try. Let's try. Let's experiment.
Because that right there, bro, that was crazy watching that video. You know what I mean? And it's what's even crazy too is I dropped a video reaction that same day. On that situation with 4X and all that, and that's the same day that shit happened to him. You know what I mean?
The horizontal video you did with Unk talking about.
Yeah, like that's the same day that happened to 4X.
Let me understand the back. Like some of the reports are stating that the fireworks were not even lit; that they were just in his hand and they exploded. Is that true?
Well, see, I don't know how true it is, but it's definite that this is what I do know. There was a lot of situations where people was getting their shit blown up or whatever, right? And I think they were producing these fireworks with short fuses, I believe.
Oh, dude, that would make total sense. And it happens every year. People die every year.
And where are these freaking fireworks fucking being made? In probably other countries that, you know what I mean? Like, who knows?
Well, most of them are being made in Mexico, right?
Yeah, Mexico, you would think. But it's so funny that you say that because right now, like there's a big feud with all that, right? Like, with what's going on, so you got to imagine, you know what I mean? Like
there's a lot going on.
Right.
Even in Mexico, there's stuff going on that they don't. We're getting kicked. Mexicans are getting kicked out of America, getting put into Mexico, and the Mexicans are pissed because the foreigners are in their country and they're. Did you see that where they're like bashing? They don't like the gentrification of the restaurants that are out there, so they're starting to protest that and destroy the restaurants. So it's a lot of chaos out in Mexico as well.
Right now, yeah, there's a lot of shit going on right now, you know what I mean? But I think out there, I feel like things are actually, getting more built up out there, you know what I mean?
Love the way that looks, by the way. Great shot.
Yeah,
Great job.
I had to change it real quick. I forgot about it, you know what I mean?
That's professional.
I think there's really a chance that that's like the new Mexico, you know what I mean? Because people are having to force to make it a better place if they want to be there now, you know, because like I said before, they got spoiled with being in America, right? So like they're going back over there with some
They're
different
yeah.
qualities.
They're not going back for they're not going back for just like some beans. They're going back for the huevos rancheros done right with the spicy sauce, probably not done even by the grandma. They're probably looking for the sauce done by Guy Fieri's restaurant down there. They're ready for the industrial type stuff over there.
But see, now it's like that too because see, I feel like Trump now he's actually securing the actual border to where now it's going to be harder for people just to come back, right? How it was before, right? So
yeah, it's going to suck for at least 3 years. You're
right.
going to have a tough time getting back.
And I mean, they're doing all types of little weird new tactics that, you know, keep people away from certain shit, certain areas, you know, dropping alligators or whatever the fuck they be doing all types of stuff.
Did you see the new cap cut where they were like, hey, the Mexicans, they figured it out. We were like riding on alligators over there. They're like, dude, like took the alligators, rode the alligators, making alligator tacos. They're like, they can't stop us. They can't stop us. Yeah, they can't stop. We're making business out of it.
Oh yeah, they make a business for sure. But now going back to the whole 4X situation though, it's like, you know, bro kind of had that shit coming though, because you know he had been woofing online for no reason really, you know what I mean, just because like he's this person, whatever. I mean, ain't nobody did nothing wrong to him, right? He's just out here whooping every day, you know what I mean? And
seemed like that was I heard that a lot online is not so much about worrying about the guy, but a lot of people saying like, well, he's so mean to a lot of people, and so they weren't like empathizing with them at all online.
It was kind of funny because whenever I seen the GoFundMe, they're trying to say some shit about some spiritual soul or some shit like that, or spirited soul.
No, she said when he walks into the room just lights up. I'm like thinking, no, the room gets scared when he walks in. The room gets terrified when he walks in. He wants to beat everybody up.
Yo, it's funny as hell because he just, you know, rubbed more off like trying to be a bully, you know what I mean? And when you're that, you know, you're putting out a certain type of energy, and when you got somebody like Unc, seeing that in the interview too, Unc was hella calm because he knew what was going on. You know.
They were laughing and having fun just before that, and then it just snapped. Snapped out of went and left. And you know, I don't know the lingo. You probably know what they're talking about. I have no idea what they're saying. But all of a sudden, it went left. It just took a real left really quickly, and the guy stood up and wanted to fight him.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I never even seen the whole video because I really don't sit there and watch it like that. I just get the key points. You know what I mean? See what's going on. I mean, if it's something I need to watch the whole video on, I will. But with that, I don't even know how the hell it even got to that point where, you know what I mean? All I know was bro was in old boy face saying what he was saying, and I understand that Unc had kind of like disrespected him before, so I get that, right? But still, like,
yeah, there was something. That's one thing Adam said, that there was something prior to that,
right?
That went on too. So that was probably the main. What really went down is he was probably just waiting for an opportunity to go like that.
Yeah, because that's the main part that I seen. It wasn't what they talked about before, but all I know was during that process, he was hella calm. He wasn't worried about anything he was saying, even though he knew there was like 1,500 Crips right there. Like he's saying, you know, hella people packed out. And see, in the video, though, in the reaction, I'm explaining how, like, some motherfuckers don't need 1,500 people with them. And it's so funny how I'm saying that.
Well, jeez.
We'll look at it. You know what I mean? Like, that
yeah.
1,500 people will save you from that shit, right?
No, that's a whole different monster you're dealing with right there.
The most powerful things are the things you can't see, right? So when you're over
Amen.
Saying shit, you know, antagonizing and thinking you this, and that, there's other people that are using other tactics that you can't see, right? And that's what I'm trying to say. Like,
there was a lot of people saying stuff like that online. I don't want to get too deep, but yeah, on the threads, on Instagram, everywhere, people are talking like that.
Hold on. I wish if I could find. Did I screenshot the actual picture at least? Because, bro, the fucking firecrackers and his cup, identically the same color, matched up, and everything that it was saying, crazy. Like, like crazy, bro.
Unc's cup.
Like that shit was not a coincidence, bro. Like, hold on. I'm gonna try
Nothing's
to
a coincidence, my friend.
yeah. I'm gonna try. I would love to find that shit back on TikTok, but
Dude, send it to me on TikTok. Do you have it on TikTok?
I don't know where it would be at though. You know, because I didn't
TikTok.
I didn't save it like that. But you know what? Hold up. I found it.
Oh, you found it? All right.
I can send it to you. Well, here.
I'm sending it to my TikTok, so it should pull up.
Here, I'm gonna try to send it to you right here and see if it'll pop up. Oh shit! It's just gonna be in the normal comments because
Oh, where'd you send it to? Instagram?
Yeah, I can send it to Instagram
or wherever you need to.
Here, I sent it to Instagram. See if you could pop that up. But in that video, he's explaining that situation.
I got it. All right.
Let me share the screen real quick.
I'll share it.
Oh yeah, you share that.
All right. Is any sound coming out?
It should be. I don't know what's going on with the sound though.
Here, hold on. There you go.
Now, when you still don't think it's a coincidence, say less. Let me show you more proof. This is 607 and this is 4 extra. Now look at the cup. The cup is gold, blue, and red. Always have his cup wrapped with bandanas, always with blue and red. You heard? Now I want y'all niggas to pay real good attention to this.
This shit crazy.
Again. So this part right here is where 4 extra was threatening and used his cup for protection.
You gonna die right here. I smoke your ass and niggas, you gonna die at no jumpers, niggas. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna flatline you right
die
here.
At no jumpers.
And go laugh at your ass while you on a projector dead. And I'm
the same hand he's pointing at him with.
Laughing at your ass while these bitches picking up my collect call.
Oh,
so
that's...
all of a sudden, Unc took off the blue bandana which he's wearing on his head, and he left the red bandana on the gold cup. It's not a coincidence. And we're gonna get this straight. Unc was never scared. He acted scared. And look, he put that red bandana so he could offend 4 extra. You know what he's doing. He's playing chess, not checkers. So let's ask ChatGPT, what do that mean? A gold cup with a red bandana. A ghost gold cup with a red bandana holding water in it is a powerful spiritual imagery, especially in traditions like voodoo,
told you,
even folk magic.
Santeria.
Each element likely symbolizes one combined. So let's take a look at the breakdown. A skull often represents the ancestors, spiritual sight and death energy, connection to the dead and underworld. In voodoo, it can invoke Baron, I don't know how you say his name, rule over the dead. So you already know Unc playing with death. And then for the bandana tied around the skull, it symbolizes a spirit that fights for you or protects you, a dead soldier, a revolutionary, or a vengeful ancestor. Man, stop playing with Unc, my nigga. He know what he doing, bro. He not talking about that BDG, whatever he be saying. He put them colors on that gold cup for a reason, my nigga. Nigga playing with voodoo, gang. So let me fuck y'all niggas up even more. Look at this shit. This shit getting wicked. Ain't this a bitch?
Whoa. Gold and red. No way.
What?
No way. No way.
I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not one
exact colors, exact shade.
Shit is, bro.
Gold, not yellow.
You know his career is
gold. Oh my god.
They gave that nigga dynamites instead of firecrackers, my nigga.
You don't mess with people in Louisiana, man. There's a whole. You have your uncles in Louisiana. You know this. Your cousin or whatever.
Nigga put in one day. Come on, bro. And all of a sudden, you got a golden red cup, and then golden red fucking dynamites, my nigga. Man, stop playing with me, man. Bro, look how his career ended, bro. From blowing up his fucking hand. The nigga didn't get shot. This nigga's an active gang member. Nigga always dissing somebody.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, bro, I ain't see this nigga now fight one nigga on the net yet. I ain't see no op sliding on this nigga, but all of a sudden your hand blow up. Come on, bro. Stop playing with me, my nigga. Man, they set that nigga up, gang. They set that nigga up. Gangster, bro. Yo, Unc knew what he was doing. He acted scared so he could summon all them evil spirits, my nigga. That ass. For protection, my nigga. So now we back at this video. Remember, Unc exposed 4 extra and Adam 22 for this shit. He talking about it was 40 Chris in the background. He don't want no smoke. He not trying to die in Cali. All that shit. So you know he was scared, bro. Come on, bro. And look at Unk's face when he said it's only holy water. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Wait, he wasn't drinking out of that cup?
I got you.
I don't think so.
Let me tell you, first off, it's holy water. Don't worry about it. Hey, look.
And look what Aaron the plumber had to say about this shit. This shit is crazy.
Hey, you see what happens, Badesky, when you do the devil's work? You know what I'm saying? You surround yourself with people like Adam 16 in a real way. Adam 16 gave them fireworks.
Adam 16.
In a real way, Badesky. Kaboom, this hand, there you go. Oh, Winsky, you're done for, Badesky.
Oh, Winsky.
Trying to be a big bad bull. Trying to bully people. You see how you did 607? Kaboom.
Kaboom.
Extra fingers, you know what I'm saying?
That fool apologized though.
In a real way, Badesky finna be
He's funny.
Yeah, nah, he funny shit.
Who is that guy? That's awesome.
That's the plumber, Aaron Plumber, I guess. Aaron Plumber, or whatever his name is. But nah, that's
dude, there's so many. You don't mess around with Louisiana. Like, I've been there. The cops are different. The people are. It's a spiritual place. You know, you don't mess around.
That wasn't in no Louisiana though. Unc's from St. Louis. You know what I mean?
Oh, he's from St. Louis. I thought he's from Louisiana or something like that.
Nah, he
so I bet you there's so who knows? You got to ask him where he.
Nah,
well,
he's just into that shit. You know what I mean? Like, to me, he's into more spiritual aspects. Of
you got hit with the ball, dude. No way.
Hit him in the glasses right on the eye.
Is it break your glasses?
No.
All right, cool. My son got hit with a ball.
Damn.
No, I underhanded it and it went high and he went like that.
Oh my gosh. How do you feel, dude? You're in pain?
He was like,
oh my god.
He was like holding in tears, but
you tough guy, boy. Let's go. Crazy. Out of control.
Yeah, that shit just, you know, man.
That's scary. That's some like, yeah. Yeah, you don't mess with that stuff for sure.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, motherfuckers just be playing out here, you know what I mean? But that's why it's good to, you know, like, I mean, I just looked at 4Extra's Instagram too yesterday or today, I think it was, and I just scrolled on it, you know what I mean? And I'm very observant of a person, and I just noticed things about people that I noticed, like, you know, he only has a name because he did prison time and he had a story and he came out of character and all that shit. Like, I mean, what does he do?
Dang. Well, he's a rapper. Isn't he a rapper or something?
I don't think he's a rapper. I ain't never heard. I don't think of.
The whole headline is rapper 4Extra gets his hand blown off. So he's not a rapper.
I don't recall a song.
Let's Spotify this. Let's see if he has any songs on Spotify at least.
YouTube.
4Extra. No, there's nothing.
No, he's not a rapper, bro. Like, he's just a hype man. You know?
Oh, he's on. Is this his stuff? I mean, he's got 3 songs on. Oh, but he has 3 songs on Spotify.
Oh, I didn't even know he made songs and shit like that. You know what I mean? I never really looked at him like no fucking rapper. But see, this is the thing, right? Motherfuckers do some prison time and they come out and they think they fucking rappers. You know what I mean? Like, nah, that don't make you. Yeah, like that don't make you a fucking rapper. You know what I mean? Like,
well, you can't rap. Well, nowadays, I mean, back in the day, if you wanted to rap, you would just be hip hop. You'd have the talents. You'd have some rhythm. Right. Nowadays, I don't think you're allowed to rap unless you've committed some sort of crime. Is that correct? Is that the new rules?
I mean, I would hope not. You know what I mean? But it's like. That's how they treat it, at least. Like, I mean, the way the internet is these days is very biased too. You know what I mean? Like, they're all about what they enjoy to their ear. It could be good or bad, and whatever is gonna entertain them, they'll lean on that side. You know what I mean? Like, people are very narrow-minded these days too, where we come up in a time where you have to do research to find out the truth and shit. You know, you can't just look at the surface or really anything. You got to know, like, how to figure out things these days, you know what I mean? And a lot of people, they just go off of the first things that they digest, you know what I mean? With me, I just like to figure things out, you know what I mean? I observe things, and I mean, I just get shit done.
It's concerning that he hasn't posted any updates. So it probably is real because his hand's probably really messed up. You know what I mean?
No, I seen a video where literally like he don't have a hand no more. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, they show a video of him with no hand.
Well, think about like
I've seen the rag shot, like the rag photo, like he's like that.
Now,
but I didn't see no video.
Now let me just show you for reference of what those type of things may do. Oh shit!
You have a reference of what could potentially happen if you mess with those fireworks?
Yeah. So basically, if you go in our messages in the group chat on Instagram, I think I posted a video in there. Maybe let me see.
Is it M80 or what? It's got to be something stronger, right?
Yeah, I had posted something in the chat where a guy blew apart a freaking outhouse, but he used the same type of, you know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, a whole house, and damn. Let me see. Yeah, I'm looking for it now. I don't see. Is this the where it says Evo Lico?
Shit. I'm trying to.
Oh no, that's the hurricane that you posted. By the way, he's very active on his group messenger. I would definitely join his group messenger on Instagram. Mr. Winton got it on Instagram. He's posting like pretty much every 10 seconds. You're posting, my friend. Yeah, there's nobody that promotes more than you. I got to say that you are very busy, my friend.
Oh yeah, I stay busy type shit.
Non-stop on here. If you want to join something that's active, join his broadcast channel on Instagram.
Nah, but it's like
super active.
I had it on my story, but you know how it is. Every 24 hours that shit deletes, so it must have deleted. But now the dude put an M80 in a bathroom, and that shit just. And the first thing that I think is like that fool was holding that. And it don't matter if it's even out of your hand, it's gonna it's an explosive.
You're gonna lose something.
Yeah, like I don't know where people think like it's not an explosive for a reason. Like, no, that motherfucker's gonna blow up. It's not a normal firework. And why do you think all the fireworks that are legal, they're little sparklers, little piccolo piece shit that don't even get off the ground or blow up?
And some of those malfunction sometimes too. So it's scary. Kids do not mess with fireworks. That's the bottom line. Whether you're a rapper, whether you're a kid, don't mess with fireworks.
No, I have seen so many videos in the past couple of days from the 4th of July, and I'm like thinking to myself, like, how are people this slow? Like, I seen a video where it was at a takeover, and a dude threw like the same type of shit, like a firework M80, some shit, on the top of somebody's car. And the guy went to go freaking grab it off his car or some shit, and it blew his fucking arm off or some shit. You know what I mean? Like,
oh my!
He walked out the car just like straight.
I'm gonna go get Yeah, oh my gosh, dude! How are people so slow? Is correct. You said it well, my friend.
Yeah, no, a lot of people don't really like think at all anymore. You know what I mean? They just,
every year it's like crazy. It's like a mania happens around here in Southern California, huh? People just every 4th of July, everybody's got to just go, let's blow some stuff up.
Pokemon or whatever? Pokemon?
Who? Pokemon?
Yeah, bro. Oh my, bro. Hold on. We got to watch.
What's Pokemon?
Bro, hold on. Hold on. Let me show you this shit, fool. This shit is crazy. They burned down like damn near their neighborhood, fool. Like one dead and everything, fool.
This was on this 4th of July?
Yeah, doggy. Like this shit was
man.
Crazy that I seen. Hold on, I'm gonna send it to you right now.
Where are you getting this from?
It's from YouTube. But I don't know exactly, I don't know exactly like what video this is, but I think it's gonna show what I'm thinking because it's crazy, doggy. Like,
Pacoima.
Yeah,
he said Pokemon. How did you pronounce it?
Pokemon.
I was like, is that a rapper? Is that another rapper?
I think Pokemon. I don't know.
Pokemon. Oh my gosh! Studio Ago. What the?
Yeah, dog.
That's like Disneyland in your backyard. Oh my gosh.
No, like they had lit like 2 houses on fire. One house was completely on fire, but no, it was
more on
actually
the aftermath of the massive blast. Hi, Lindsay.
Hi, Court and Rick. Yeah, we're on the ground here in Pacoima. You just heard Gil talking about how many fireworks, and we are seeing what he's seeing, and it actually smells smoky. There's so many being lit off tonight. But as you said, it's what happened last night here in Pacoima that still has people talking, and investigators are still trying to figure out what ignited a house full of fireworks.
a house full of fireworks.
The fire and
Sounds
explosions
like
coming from a
Iraq.
Pacoima neighborhood Thursday night were captured by multiple people
That's
nearby
crazy.
on passing freeways and from our Sky 5 overhead.
Because I couldn't believe it. It seriously felt like we were at
The
war.
whole block.
Like I don't know how to put that into words, but seriously, like war. It was just bomb after bomb going off. Our neighbor's house just like exploded.
Around 9 p.m., a massive fire broke out at a home near Corcoran and Bromont, quickly spreading to others
Yeah, shit.
nearby. All the while, fireworks could be seen shooting into the sky.
It shook the house. It took the pictures off our wall. They're shattered.
Hopefully no one was hurt.
Says her father had to
one
get on
died.
the roof to put out hotspots and keep their home from going up in
One
flames.
person
The
died.
backyard.
The dude died in
it
there?
Caught on
There was
fire.
one
The,
person
the
that
back
died.
porch.
Oh my gosh, that's
Look at the
crazy.
title, look, 1 dead.
Wow.
That shit crazy. That's kinda
Do you imagine, dude?
I said,
That's
bro,
just like,
this 4th of July was crazy. Like I seen all types of shit like that was not good, you know what I mean? And it's like why like where do people think, like, you know what I mean? Like
a little girl died somewhere too. An 8-year-old died somewhere else too. It's crazy.
from the 4th of July shit?
Yeah, I heard about it. I mean,
Man, I
yeah,
said,
8-year-old girl killed by illegal fireworks in Orange County.
that's
Oh
crazy.
man.
I ain't
Yeah,
never-
in
I didn't hear
Buena
about
Park.
that.
Yeah. God rest her soul. It's crazy.
Buena Park?
Buena Park, yeah, right. That's in your neighborhood.
That's fucking wild. I didn't even hear about that one.
Yeah, officially identified. They identified her 7 hours ago. I'm not going to say her name, but 8-year-old girl killed by illegal fireworks in Buena Park.
Wow,
Unfortunately,
dog, that's fucking
so sad.
dog.
So
That-
sad.
That's just some shit. Like, how are people so dumb, careless, whatever the case is? Like, how? Like, how could you like?
Well, it's usually like you're young, like I did the same thing when I was young. Like, so whoever's in your family is like, oh, we're bringing over the fireworks to the party, and the old people are just sitting there in the lounge chair. If something happens, they can't move, so
Yeah,
they're just
but-
like getting hit by it and everything.
But normally, if you light fireworks like that, normally these situations that happen, it's not just somebody like lighting a firework. Normally, like it's like some other crazy shit that carelessness going on. You know what I mean? Not just like, I mean, don't get me wrong though. I seen a dude, his face got burnt up because he dropped a bomb into the shit. You know what I mean?
The motor?
The tube.
Yeah, I think they call it the motor.
And then it was hot still, and then it ignited before he even lit it, and it just right up in his face.
Oh damn! See, and you said, and you're like it's the handling of it or the not handling correctly. Well, guess what? None of us are supposed to be handling that. It's supposed to be professional pyrotechnic people that handle that, and some of those guys die. So be very careful with this stuff.
It's like Disneyland is the only places that can just shoot up fireworks in the air. You know what I mean? And it's like with
Dodger
them,
Stadium,
right? And with those type of things, it's just because like they're in a specific area and it's only right there. It's not a whole bunch of people. But
when they do it at Dodger Stadium, they cordon off a whole section of parking, like for 200 yards. So we're doing it in the front yard with people and houses and trees and cars. That's crazy.
Hey, talk about Dodger Stadium. You didn't hear about that? I think they have a big ass lawsuit because their stadium is like cracking. I think a piece came down and almost hit somebody or hit somebody. And
What? I was just there on 4th of July.
Because they were saying how like when you're on the top of the stadium, that should be like, you feel me, like
It didn't look to you. It did look because I remember that thing when I was like 5 years old. It did not look good. It was on stilts.
Right.
I'm like, how did they get? They made like extra chairs to make more people there. I'm sure that was a great idea back in the day, but now, like you're saying, it's probably like.
No, yeah, I see a video where the infrastructure is like breaking apart, and they have like a big old lawsuit coming on their hands, type shit. You know what I mean?
They better get who Magic Johnson owns half of that. We better get Magic Johnson on that, and he'll fix it up.
We could even find that shit where old boy was like, hold on.
Yeah, I was just there. I could have died. Thank God I had the cheaper sheets. I had the seats that were in the parking lot.
Yeah, I seen some video, you know what I mean, recently, and I was just like tripping out on that shit. Oh, right here, 5 days ago, a legal group files federal complaint over LA Dodgers DEI policies and shit like that.
Hit a guy.
Oh, he did hit a guy, huh?
Yeah, hit a guy in the
Yeah,
back
I think my dad, he's the one that showed me that video or something like that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It was on the news.
Oh, it was on the news.
All I've seen is what was on the news.
Yeah, that shit was on the news.
Dang. Bring Dad into the shot real quick. I want to talk to Dad about something real quick. Is he available?
Yeah.
I want to know what happened to the tweaker. Was there a tweaker in front of your studio recently?
Yeah, there was some swaggery last night. He came up. I had to, almost, put paws on him, I had to tell him just like, I mean, there's some more to that video, but, I didn't post that because, like, there, it was nothing,
Does that happen? Does that happen commonly in the Santa Ana area? Like people just randomly come up to a house and start talking madness?
Yes and no, not right here too much. No, I haven't experienced somebody that. But see, he's been coming through the alley because I think I don't know if he's in a house over there. I don't know where the fuck.
Oh, you guys got that alley between your house. That's right.
Yeah. So
and he was talking to your dad?
Yeah, like he was talking to Pops, and I don't know what the fuck he was saying. But see, the guy, this is the thing about the guy. He be just out there like screaming and he be standing out there almost calling people out. You know what I mean? So I walk out there like, man, what's the issue type shit? And I mean, he didn't want no issue, of course, but it's like I told him, get the fuck up out of here, like, you know. And I felt bad, like I didn't feel like I knew I didn't have to do nothing to the guy, but I didn't even want to get close to the guy because who knows, like that fool smell like shit, whatever, you know what I mean? Like some tweet.
You don't think he's practicing for a singing event that he's doing, like he's a singer or a play maybe?
Would just be wilding out too much, you know what I mean? And he'd be right here just screaming and shit, you know what I mean? So. Right here, it's not about all that crazy wild shit. Like, we just trying to chill. I mean, my pops at the time, he just in his garage trying to work on his shit, so he don't want to hear no shit. So that's why in the video, like, whenever I came out, old boy was like, oh, my son's here, you know what I mean? Because old boy knows how I be, you know what I mean? But see, with him, with that guy, he was just a regular old twagger fool. So I knew I didn't have to do nothing, and, like, old boy was just on some, like, just bum shit, you know what I mean? So
yeah, poor guy.
I felt more bad for him, but like I didn't know how else to tell him like get the fuck up out of here type shit, you know what I mean? Like,
because he could be a danger to you or himself even.
Well, we just don't want nobody out here like that, like screaming at screaming at the houses, acting like he wants to call people out and all this. But what happens when a motherfucker answers? You know what I mean? Now what's up? Like, what's the issue? Now you get the hell out of here because. You disturbing the peace, you disturbing my neighborhood and shit like that. So, of course, I'm going to roll him out of here, you know what I mean? Because I'm not going to allow, that's why I told him, like, you want me to kick over your fucking beer can, you know what I mean?
That's the worst thing that can happen to him.
At that moment, yeah, because that's all he cares about, right? So that's what I'm telling him, like, boy, you want me to go kick over your beer? Like, get the fuck up out of here type shit. But he skedaddled and all that, you know what I mean? But it's just...
that was a little sketchy there. That was sketchy.
Nah, it's just some regular shit. But he was saying some crazy shit like after I told him that, I could hear him in the alley, and he's like, "I ain't never lost a 1-on-1." Because I was saying that shit. Like,
of course,
that shit was. Of course, so
he's in back of your house saying that.
But I believe he was schizophrenic on top of drinking.
Oh man!
On top of drinking, that's when you just get pure wildness. You know what I mean?
He probably did drugs or something like that too.
Probably, you know what I mean? And old boy was just wilding out, but I think old boy's schizophrenic because he be just screaming to himself, you know what I mean? Like, motherfucker,
Yeah.
come out here, da, da, da. Like, bro, who the fuck you talking to? Like, what the fuck? Talking to the demons in your head? Hell.
Well, it's sad. They're actually, if you're crazy, this they actually are seeing something. So to them, it's real. Whatever they're seeing is real.
That's the thing about mental illness. So that's the schizophrenia type shit. You know what I mean? And,
Yeah.
he could be taking, say, some medication for that and then drinking on top of it, and that's how he acts.
Makes it worse.
Or not even like taking anything and just drinking and just being fucking letting all that shit go when you're drunk. Because, you know, say if you don't have schizophrenia and you get drunk, what do? You're loose. You talk about whatever. I mean, it's like that when you're schizophrenic, just worse probably because now you're releasing all these fucking crazy.
Now you just let it go. Just like, let's go. Let's go. Let's let it all go.
Release when we tipsy, he's doing it, but in his way because he has a complete different mind type shit.
He has a creative mind. Right.
Oh yeah, real creative. But that's why I couldn't do none or like really because I felt like more bad for the guy. But
no, that would be
I couldn't tell him like, you know, like come kick it. Oh, you're good, like because you're just making him feel like he could be right there. All that because in all reality, he probably wanted a friend, and that ain't happening on this side. You know what I mean?
Kshotem is no friend to anybody except for me. He's my friend. I'm his only friend.
Me personally, like, you know what I mean? Like, I just do my content thing. I stay busy, you know what I mean? Like, I don't got time for no tweakers around this motherfucker, you know what I mean?
What you could have done is gave him a wrench, and your dad's car would have been fixed by 10 o'clock at night. That's how fast he would have worked.
He wasn't like one of them tweakers, you know what I mean? Old boy was just lost.
He wasn't ready to work.
Now he wasn't ready to do nothing other than talk his shit. But now we got him out of here.
Damn, that's crazy.
So shit, hold on, let me see.
So what'd you do on 4th of July? You just stayed home and did content?
4th of July. 4th of July, bro. I was just right here, you know what I mean? I did drop a couple videos. I made 2 skit reactions for my TikTok. Dropped on the Facebook. I definitely dropped some videos, you know what I mean? I worked a little bit like that, and you know, for me, bro, I'm the type of person where I really don't look at holidays like that. Like, I mean, I might do a little something, but the schedule is always the same every day, you know? Like, I always, no matter what's going on in my life, you know, I make sure that I stay on what I gotta be on because the only time that shit really stops for you is when you stop it. Like, I mean, a lot of people think like, I ain't dropped nothing in a week or two. Oh, I could do it in 2 weeks. You know, it'll be all right. That's not how the internet works. You know, you have
they'll forget about you in a second.
Pass you up so fast, so you have to kind of apply a lot of pressure. You know, if you really want to engage into the people and keep your presence and actually grow from what you're doing, right? So that's why, like, with me, I live like this. Though it's a lifestyle. You know, that's the difference, right? Like, that's why, like, I wake up to do this shit and. That's all I'm doing, huh? Oh.
Yep. Yeah. That's it.
All I'm doing. So, you know, every aspect, I'm doing a video of this and that. So, if it's a holiday, then, you know, I'll do a little something over here, over there. But the way my brain works, I'm always directed towards the places I need to be just naturally, right? Because that's like futuristic shit, you know what I mean? Like, there ain't nothing else to really do, you know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know. It's different for some people, you know? Some people, they have different things that they do. This is just like a side thing. But this is like my go-to. This is my, like, man, I need to make this happen. Kind of like when a motherfucker, like, just working out the garage, you know, and he's trying to get something off the ground. He's trying to make something happen, and he just has the ideas and a little drive, and he's saying, man, I'm in the garage. Like, you know, like, it's the same shit, you know what I mean? Like, I don't look at shit like, oh, I'm over here doing this, and, you know, if this happens and it happens, nah, like, I'm just doing this because it gotta happen type shit, you know what I mean? So
nice.
That's where, like, it's a lifestyle, you know. I don't do this shit or do anything to barely do it, you know. So I understand like what I need to do and what needs to be done, and I know it's gonna take, you know, it's gonna take however much time it's gonna take, you know what I mean? But you just gotta,
Sacrifice.
yeah, you just gotta stay on it, stay on what you're doing, and you know when things are happening, you know what I mean? Because bro, it don't matter what's what. Like I know my shit goes up, even in the current state of whatever this or that's at. Like I already know, like the name Kshotem is out there so much, you know what I mean? And especially on all these different platforms and just everything that I've ever did, they just remember Kshotem, right? So I know the work I put in, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're promoting like crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, people really know who Kshotem is, even if they don't promote me or whatever the case is. Like that don't mean motherfuckers don't know me or like I didn't put out my name, because you know, say like everybody from Instagram the past couple of years that been knowing my name because I applied so much pressure and they just knew me through the work, right? Right now, they ain't forgot me, you know what I mean? I'm still in their head. They're wondering right now, where the fuck did he go? Now they got to go find me on YouTube. Now they got to go find me on Twitch. Now they got to go find me on TikTok, Facebook, everywhere else. I mean, obviously, I still have my Instagram, but you literally have to find that Instagram, Kshotem TV. You can't just put in Kshotem and I'm going to pop up. Like, I don't know why that is, you know? Normally...
Is it because the old channel took it?
Probably.
Right. And you can't get it back?
Well, I don't think so. I mean, it's weird because it still shows like the number of my posts. It shows all the posts still collaborated from my old profile, right? So I still see all my the number, but not the actual post. But I'm like, okay, so it's just deactivated still. They haven't actually deleted it because...
Oh, they didn't take it away from you. So you have access to it.
No, I don't have it. I can't get into it, but it just...
What is it? When something like that happens, what does it look like on your side? So you're trying to. You're
just logged out, bro. You just can't do anything.
You can't do nothing.
Out. Yeah,
wow.
You could appeal it, and you have to just wait till they get back to you. Like you can't.
Did you appeal it?
Well, yeah, but you know,
they can care less. Like,
normally, bro, when they suspend your account, your shit's gone. You know, because think about how many people did they suspend that day? A lot. You know, it's not just me. You know what I mean? Like they do this shit because look, on my new profile, whenever I got on my new profile, I was talking to this girl, right? And the next day her shit was gone too. And I'm like, that's weird because I was just having a conversation with that girl and it says user not found. I'm like, her shit got deleted too. She didn't block me, you feel me? Like her shit literally got deleted. And it's like, I had to call her, like my old account, and I was trying to just network, and then her shit was gone. And also the no rap cat one, that shit was gone too. So you got to think, like, it's just weird how, like, sometimes, like, say girls too, if they're not even posting nudity, but like they're just reporting that shit for nudity, like they're gonna end up deleting that shit. You know what I mean?
Oh dang, that's crazy.
A lot of girls, they have haters like that where they're reporting shit because the girl looks good. You know, they jealous, whatever, and you know
that's why it's important to be on all the platforms like you are, because if one drops, it doesn't even matter. Like Adam 22 was talking about how he lost his account. Imagine that. That's millions of followers. Well, yeah, and he lost his.
That's the thing when you have a lot of shit going like that, bro. The way the internet is too, like, say, like right now, right? On my new page, like, people don't really give a fuck unless they see, like, you got this or that right there in front of their face. Like, yeah, I have my shit flowing on other pages, but I noticed, bro. And it's people that I'm cool with. I notice how some of those people, I ain't gonna say no names, but, like, I be noticing, like, damn, bro, like, ever since, like, you knew I don't got my old shit, you kind of acting different now. It's almost like I don't have nothing to offer you on Instagram now. So you feel like,
no, they're not trying to network with you.
You don't got all this shit going right now. But when they never had anything going on.
By the way, how many? I should think about that too. How many followers do you have? I need to think about whether I want to talk to you. Continue to talk to you. How many followers do you have?
But listen, don't you think that's kind of funny for people to do that when I've already ran my shit up? I already showed people that I can do more than them anyways.
It's just weird. It's just weird all around. Even it doesn't really matter. Like if you have a relationship with somebody and it's cool, like just Like, who cares how famous you end up getting or what you end up a lot, but you know about it. It's all about they're trying to get something from you, right?
Yeah, exactly. But listen to me. Don't you think it's so funny how I had more emotion than all them niggas? And what was I doing? Reaching out to them. Hey, I'm gonna put you out there. Hey, let's work, bro. What the fuck? Like, this is where this is where I'm trying to tell you. Like, I know people because even right now, right? Like, how am I noticing all this now? Because I was the one helping people out. So I'm noticing, like, damn. So not like I care, but they ain't posting me in their story. They're not like, I'm not getting a whole bunch of people following me through that I used to, like whatever, right? So it goes to show you that people kind of rather see you like wherever they, but my shit's ain't even growing right now. You know what I mean? Like,
it seems like, and it makes sense. Like, it seems like people, they're just like, especially if you're like a hip hop artist or like you're trying to be something, like maybe you have a business and you're wanting to promote and you find somebody that you can promote with. It just kind of seems like, well, they're just going to get what they can get out of you, but they never like put you on their story. Like you said, you don't end up on their story. You don't end up on their feed. It's just kind of like, you help them. It's a one-way street.
They're trying to, most artists, they just trying to benefit off you. And when you don't got nothing, or at least see, this is where people think that Instagram is the only way you can have some type of emotion. It's so funny. Like, people are,
and it's the worst.
Yeah, people
they're behind.
Yeah, because if you go look at me on my other platforms, I could show you 100,000 views right now I got on Facebook from this month, and then on Instagram, I've already gotten like almost 50,000 profile views, and I barely started. You know what I mean? So like, that shit's gonna keep going up. So it's like, bro, just because people ain't following me, it doesn't mean people ain't checking my page like a motherfucker. Just because they don't like and comment does not mean that they're not coming to my page. Like, what the fuck's going on? Just there's a lot of haters nowadays, on Instagram.
Yeah.
But on these other platforms, bro, you'll notice like TikTok, Facebook, the engagement and how they express it completely different.
You've been teaching me that this past week. I'm like, damn. And I think that people, they would be mistaken to just be like, well, he's not doing on, like, if I don't think they know how deeply, what a deep understanding you have on strategy for each and every single platform separately. If they knew that, I don't think they would try to separate themselves from you, because I've heard you say some stuff that I can go look at some big name people and they say the same exact thing. The other day I told you what you told me something. I'm like, you're absolutely right. Like, exactly correct. Because I know from other people, bigger influencers, that the stuff you say sometimes is like right on.
But you know what, dog? And I'm fucking telling you with the honest fucking truth. I swear on everything. I do not sit here and get information. Some shit that I come across, I'm like, that resonates, but I don't sit here and actually study these things, right?
No, you told me. That's why I go, where did you get it? You're like, I did this. You told me step by step how you figured it out. So you're actually doing the work of figuring it out. That's awesome, because then you don't need anybody. I like that kind of work ethic.
Now, whenever I really realized some of the knowledge that I have, bro, is whenever I seen a video from Jay-Z and a couple other big guys that were talking some real knowledge. I was like, dude, I was just looking around to myself and I'm like, I've said all this same shit to artists. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And that's how I knew, just because somebody doesn't have their wealth up doesn't mean their knowledge isn't up. You know what I mean? And see me. No. Yeah. I'm just one of those people, bro. Like, I just know what I know, and that's why I have haters, bro. But I, you could go back to my old blogs too, and I really give out a lot of keys. But why do people think that I'm not giving out keys though? Like, I literally tell people a lot of stuff, but they don't want to take it because it's coming from Kshotem. You know what I mean? It's like, bro.
If it came from Mr. Beast, they would listen.
Oh yeah. If it came from, but see, I've always just tried to help people out, but putting them on to game. You know what I mean? And what I know, because I know for a fact the things that I have to say to people, like, they're meant to be told those things. Like, they're there to, they better learn from those things. You know what I mean? Because like, I'm not just telling it for no reason type shit. But that's why I express shit to you and I tell you things, because I want the people I want to grow for sure. But I'm done with like really putting like everybody onto every little thing that I do now. You know, it's almost like shit. Motherfuckers really gotta like come to the
They
front.
already, yeah, they gotta do it. I'm telling you, if you guys had the time and you learn from him, if you put in the work that he does and have the time to do the work that he does, your channel will blow up. And you should probably charge, dude. You should probably come up with some sort of thing, like a website or something.
Yeah, I mean, I want to do like a Patreon thing, but it's like I just look at the people that try to, you know, like say like the content and all that shit, bro. Like, motherfuckers don't want to pay for shit, dog. Like, they don't want to pay for knowledge. They don't want to pay for content. It's because motherfuckers
Because
just
YouTube's free.
right. They just want. They figure, well, shit, if I could just get cool with Kshotem. But see, I'm only gonna tell some people a couple little base shit. I'm not gonna tell people like every little thing that I do. And like even with you, bro, you know literally the basics of things. Like I haven't even really like broke down too much to you in the sense that I just told you like basic things that are just right there in front of your face that you can do. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but even that stuff's impressive. Auto Milk Jr. says, "Bro looks like Ari Shafir."
Oh, you already know, player.
Ari? Isn't Ari from Howard Stern show? Is that the Ari he's talking about?
No, man, but you know me. This is
comedian. Oh, Ari. You're saying that Kshotem looks like Ari? Does Kshotem look like Ari? Do I look like Ari? Ari's Joe Rogan's Jewish friend. He's an amazing comic.
He might be you then.
Ari Shafir is genius.
Hey man,
love Ari Shafir.
I mean, I got the stash on deck. I mean,
maybe it's the stash. Maybe he's. Is it Ray's Flaves that looks like Ari Shafir, or is it Kshotem? Put it in the chat, Otto.
You know my shit be smacked. You know what I mean? Hey man, let's not act like I don't got the flyest stash in the game.
Oh my gosh! Jesus. Wow! Wow! Oh, his ball! So Kshotem Joe Rogan, and I'm Ari Shafir. Is that what's happening here, Otto? This has become the Joe Rogan show. Is that what you're saying, my friend?
I did ball, but it got a couple tattoos on it, man. Stop.
Yeah, Joe Rogan doesn't have any tattoos. Joe Rogan needs some tattoos.
Yeah, you know, I mean, he needs to just, get a little flavor in his life. You know, a lot of them guys, they just, washed out by now. You know, they got information though. They ain't lying about nothing. That's for sure. You know, they speaking that mouthpiece for sure.
Who, Joe Rogan?
Yeah, I heard a lot about it. You know,
he's legendary, my friend. He's the greatest podcaster of all time.
Yeah, I really don't sit there and watch.
He's my hero.
But
I watch Daddy Rogan daily, my friend. Go ahead. I interrupt you. I'm sorry.
I mean, I never sat there and watched his shit, but I have seen little clips, and I've seen a lot of other people talk about him. You know what I mean? I think that, he's for the people type shit. He just has that voice of like a different understanding, you know what I mean? And that's what it needs. That's what the culture needs is a little bit of understanding, because a lot of these people, they run off of like stupidity, you know what I mean?
$2.
I appreciate you for the $2.
Nice. Let's go. Otto with the $2. 2 biddies.
Hey, Otto, man, I appreciate you, man. Make sure you
thank you, sir.
Subscribe button and all that. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that
Let's
too
go.
for you. Shit, man. I appreciate you, my boy, man. I'm gonna have to split that with Ray's Flaves. Hell,
get my 50 cent. Pay me my 50 cent.
I'm gonna have to give a 50 cent out of that.
Yeah, get my 20%.
I want to go and do some like personal content where we could go eat, make content, shit like that. Because I think after a month or two of doing this shit with you, I think people are gonna be as interested. You know what I mean? Like, because right now,
for sure,
we're cooking them up on the show. You know what I mean? Like every Monday, we're doing.
This is just the foundation. We're making it happen. We're laying bricks.
Also, I have a playlist too, you know what I mean? And y'all could go check out every episode from episode 1 and up. I'm naming them all episode 1, episode 2. So, we're probably when we hit like maybe like a certain episode, that's when we'll do some like actual in-person content. Maybe like episode like 50 or some shit, you know what I mean? Like we'll give it to them like, hey, bro, like once we get to episode 50, we're gonna
goals.
we're gonna give y'all some like different content because at 50, right, they're gonna know us. They're already gonna be in tuned enough. Hey
Big
man,
time.
hey man, I appreciate you, man.
Hell yeah, Otto's going crazy.
Hell man, hey Otto, bro, like you know that
He,
shit's gonna
he
help
wants you to do impressions though. Para mí, sabita, vamos.
Yeah, can I get a picture with you?
He wants you to do impression.
How the hell
Mr. Krabs.
How do you do a Jew?
Krabby Patties? Krabby Patties.
Nah, I'm thinking about not a Jew. I'm thinking about like
SpongeBob.
Mr. Krabs impression. I don't even know how to do Mr. Krabs. You know what I mean?
Let me hear Mr. Krabs. I could probably do Mr. Krabs. Let me hear it. Let me hear it. How does Mr. Krabs sound, son?
Yeah, how does Mr. Krabs even sound?
Mr. Krabs.
Yeah, let's look it up first so I can get a little, you know what I mean?
Inspiration. We need inspiration right here.
Yeah, we need some inspiration. Yeah, here,
Mr. Krabs.
The
There he
Bikini
is.
Bottom Zoo is having its annual flea day. Flea balloons.
Free balloons. Hey!
Flea drinks.
Oh, no.
Flea light bulbs.
Yeah, I don't know no.
Top of the morning, boys. There you go.
Oh, okay. Oh,
It's not about the money. Holy
it's
sweet
not a
mother.
problem.
Holy sweet
Otto.
mother. Holy sweet mother.
Thank you for the $14, Otto.
Thank you, Otto.
Thank you, Otto.
Otto
Yeah.
gave us the $14.
Yeah, I think if I worked on that impression, you know, what I mean, I could do a lot of impressions, but Mr. Krabs is definitely one
That was $14 worth. I think he definitely got his money's worth on that. You did a great job. You did a great job.
You need to give me a script to go off of too. You know what I mean? Like shit.
Krabby Patties.
Nah, but
Still in the
normally-
Krabby Patties.
I can't lie, you know what I mean? Like when people donate, it's all love. You feel me? I appreciate everybody for tuning in, tapping in, and actually, because you know, this is how Kshotem actually gets his dollar bills. You know, what I mean?
Huge.
I get paid off the YouTube shit. You feel me? And you know, whatever other ways I could get it out of. You know,
Honestly, this man is an artist, so put whatever you can put in, make this guy's show keep going. It would be a blessing because this guy he works all day, super hard on the show. So it's definitely a blessing.
I
for him.
definitely put in the fucking time to do this, and I remember whenever I was just working on my channel to get it to the point where I could get anything out of it. You know what I mean? Like I had to there was a lot of work put in, and a lot of struggle, a lot of haters, a lot of people you're working with, and you know whatever the case is, they trying to backstab you. Like I dealt with a lot of stuff to even have 15,000 subscribers or whatever. You know, like trust me, like shit. Motherfucker put through the fire on this shit, but I ain't never stopped on what I do. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing ever stopped Kshotem, you know, ever. Hey, I've been demonetized too before from the haters and shit. I came right back.
You got demonetized?
Hell yeah, I got demonetized before and I came right back.
I could. You don't have to convince me of that. Some of your content is quite.
I had like 300 to 500 people in the comments saying all types of wild ass shit, and I couldn't. I wasn't on my computer. I was doing something over here. You know, I was recording.
Oh, you got bot rated,
and that shit was going crazy. And
you don't have any mods, huh?
At that moment, I didn't have no mods. It was early on. After that, I put mods. After that, I put mods, but the mods ended up fucking around my channel.
Who's modding us right now?
Ain't nobody modding right now, just me. Yeah, I took away all the mods. Like I said, fuck the mods. You know?
Well, be ready with that button. You know how to block people, right?
No, I know how to do it. You feel me? I used to moderate my own shit all the time, but it just the mods. I realized that they start to look at it like it's their channel. It's like, well, y'all got to go on what I'm saying. You feel me? Because you're helping me. It's not like this is your channel too. It's just you're helping me with my chat type shit. You feel me? So people start to kind of take their own direction with certain shit, and I didn't like it. So I'm like, you know what? I kind of had to redirect that because it's like
you're gonna have to go through a lot of them. You'll go through a lot of them.
There's a lot of things to go through, you know, sometimes with this shit, you know what I mean? And sometimes people ain't all for you. They could be joining your chat, but they could be like trying to navigate it their own way. And especially if
you got to find like a super fan that's into mustaches and tattoos.
Right.
Once you find that person, they're going to do everything for you.
You know, I had a whole bunch of people that were really fucking with the page, and then I had my Discord chat was really cracking at one time too, and I had to
Mr. Krabs.
re-navigate that shit. You know what I mean? Because I just realized like motherfuckers wasn't really all about the Kshotem page. You know, they was like I don't know what the fuck they was on. So you know what I mean?
You should put it in your Discord that you're looking for a new mod
I'm
for
actually
YouTube.
not, but I'm not actually looking for no mods, bro. I don't really need no mods. You know what I mean? Like I could do that shit myself. Like I feel like mods, you really don't need them. You know what I
Only
mean?
if you only if you have like 100 and something people chatting at the same time.
But see, if you just have the right people in your chat, then you don't gotta worry about modding. But of course, if you have like haters, and yeah, you gotta mod shit. But see, mods give people power that they feel like they could just block anybody. Oh, I could kick this person. If you're not looking, you gotta trust them. You know, like they might not like somebody, they block them for no reason. Like what the
Yeah,
fuck?
that's
Like,
a crazy trust. Like even
that's
with my
what I'm
Twitch,
saying.
like I don't know who they're blocking. I just have to
Right.
hope that they're doing the right thing.
And also, they could be doing that even when you're not live. They could still go to people's page and block them. I think from
Damn,
because
that's
look,
crazy.
they go to old lives and then they click on the people's names and then they could do it from there.
Oh damn. Well, thank God my mod is. I trust my mod. She's amazing.
Right. And I mean, the thing about the mod, right, is something that naturally has to happen where I see somebody all the time in my chat. They're cool. They're always saying the good shit. And they're promoting shit that I promote, right? Okay, you
They're
know,
on the
that's
same page. That would help.
right. When the time comes and I feel like okay, that'd be a good mod, okay, but I don't look at shit right now. I need a mod. Like, let me just go. Nah, homie. Like, I do shit.
Are you sure you don't want Otto? He's been asking us a lot of good questions.
Otto needs to. I just barely met Otto. Shit, he needs to come around.
Otto's great, by the way.
But Otto, hey,
Milk Jr.
You should join the Discord, Otto. I have a Discord and shit like that, man.
Put your link in there.
Yeah, join the link, Otto. I'll fuck with you, man.
You all right, buddy? Oh, you're crushing the can, beast.
Yeah, join our.
My son's a beast.
Join the Discord, bro. Right
there. There it is. Right there's the Discord link.
Join the Discord if you want to stay connected to the chat and all that, and know when everything's dropping. We drop all types of shit in there too, and that's a way to connect to, you know, keep connected to us and all that. Know when the next shit's coming. You know what I mean? Oh shit! Hold on.
There is.
Yeah, man. Everybody go fuck with the Discord. You know what I mean? That's our Discord right there. It's mine, but Ray's is a part of it because you know what I mean. Like it's just we doing this shit together. You know, this is the Kshotem Ray's live show, but obviously the Discord. You know, we just trying to get people from the live over there, just you know what I mean, gather some people up. You know what I mean, and you know, keep the chat together. You know what I mean, because the people that are actual chill people and they fuck with everybody. You know what I mean. We want them to always come to the chat. You know, so the Discord is how we keep y'all together for the next upcoming lives as well. And if y'all want to post something right there, you could like, hey man, you know, this is a funny video. You should react to this. You could send it, or if you have something that you want to promote, hey man, go fuck with my da-da-da, whatever. You know, it's just a way to keep everybody connected. You know what I mean? Because it's all about being connected. You know what I mean? Staying connected.
Nice. That's right. 100%.
So y'all could do that from the Discord chat. Click that link in the bio. I mean, you could click on the link in my bio, or you could just click it right here in the chat and or type in Kshotem World on Discord and you're gonna find it, you know what I mean? But shit, that's just how we trying to navigate that, you know what I mean? Me and Rays, we be talking about all types of shit. You know what I mean?
Look at the stuff you sent me.
Especially the most recent shit, you know what I mean? Like, we talk about the most recent shit, like the 4 extra situation that happened where he blew off his hand. Man. He blew off his whole hand with the firework, you know what I mean? So, you know, we talk
I really want to see how that came out. That he had a surgery, so hopefully he had the best of the best working on that. I want to see how that came out.
The only type of surgery he probably getting is a prosthetic hand, homie. Like, they're gonna chop that whole shit off down to the nub. That's what I heard. His shit's like this now. It's gonna be like
I would
this.
get a hook. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
like the hook. The hook
He
is
needs to-
dangerous.
I know what you did last summer, Hook.
He does. I know.
There's been some
He's
dude walking around the
scraping
beach.
on the door hook.
Hey, there's been some dude out here walking on the beach doing that shit with the drench coat, with the hook, all that. Probably promoting a movie.
Well, the movie's coming out. The new I Knew What You Did Last Summer 25 just came out.
Bro. It just came out?
It's either it just came out. Let me see.
Now I want to watch it, but a part of me is saying it's probably trash because you know how it is, bro. Like they try to remake some shit. It ain't never what it used to be. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's a remake. You're right. It's a remake of the first one.
Yeah, that's just.
I Know What You Did Last Summer. Yeah, Evolution. I Know What You Did Last Summer's cast. Oh, okay, crazy.
Well, that's how you know they're running out of ideas for movies, dog. Because like, how the fuck you gonna try to remake some shit and it's not gonna come out the same way, dog. Like,
yeah, younger cast, hipper cast, the whole thing. He's got the hook.
You know, the only way that the only way that movie could be revamped in this day and age is if you flipped it and it was all comical, but the same script. You know what I mean? That's the only way. Because
didn't Key and Ivory Wayans do that with Scream or something like that?
Well, there was certain movies, you know what I mean, that they did that with, you know what I mean? Like they made fun of shit and all that, you know what I mean? But I'm saying like that's the only way they would be able to bring back that movie and make it actually watchable because the way they make movies now, they don't make them how they did back then. So like to say, oh, I'm gonna make I Still Know What You Did Last Summer and remake it, nah, that's not gonna happen because it's not gonna have the same acting, it's not gonna look the same, it's not gonna have the same material involved. You know what I mean? It's just not gonna be that. So the only way they could try to revamp that is if they flipped the script on it and made it all comical with the same storyline and purposely made it dumb. You know what I mean? But if they
like scary, I think the movie was called Scary Movie with Keenan Ivory Wayans though.
Yeah, they had a little scene in there. They were making fun of shit. You know, they did that in every scary movie. You know what I mean? Like whatever at that time frame was happening. Which the first scary movie was probably the best one, honestly. You know what I mean?
Scary Movie 1, 2, and 3, and then 3.5.
The first and second one were the best ones for sure. You know what I mean? For sure. Those movies are fucking timeless. And see, people nowadays, bro, they don't, bro. Listen, these kids these days, they don't know what good movies are because they didn't come up at that time frame where there was good ass movies like you know what I mean? Like you're saying, you know what I mean? Scary Movie, bro. Scary Movie, if you were around at that time, that was just straight hilarious because like you knew what the original was. So just see how they were making fun of shit, you know what I mean? Like that shit was great.
Oh yeah, dude, it's incredible. Incredible with all these different characters. Chris Elliott.
Yeah, that shit was a for sure time. You know what I mean?
Marlon Wayans, all these guys.
Yeah, I be following this page right here. It says Sonic the Hedgehog was released 34 years ago today on the Sega. You know what I mean?
34 years ago?
Yeah, everybody remembers
Sonic the Hedgehog 34 years ago,
bro.
On video.
It's so crazy because that controller, I used to have that controller, bro. I used to have a Sega Genesis.
Yeah, the Sega Genesis. Mo Shen, what is up? What is up? Welcome in, Mo Shen.
Yo, what's good, my boy? How you doing? We out here just, politicking, you know what I mean? Talk about this and that. And y'all hear about that 4X situation where he blew up his hand with the firework? Yes, sir, I did.
Yes, sir, I did.
Look, this is a GoFundMe right here, you know what I mean?
Oh, man, it's crazy.
It's like, bro, he ain't getting no type of donation with all the energy he put out there. Hell.
Well, I saw the goal was like $25,000, and he received 700 of it as of yesterday.
Shit, yeah, he gonna be, you know what I mean? Like I said, he gonna have to sell all that jewelry if it weighs anything, you know what I mean? And pawn all that shit, even though it don't weigh nothing. You know that shit don't weigh nothing. Bro, I hate motherfuckers that buy those Rolex chains, dog. It's like, bro, you're wearing something that should go on your wrist first off, and it's not even the same thing. It's just made to look like that, you know what I mean? It ain't even fucking Rolex and shit. Like, It's like it's a Cali thing though. Like motherfuckers from Cali, LA specifically, like they wear those shits, but I feel like they ugly as hell. Like I ain't gonna lie. I think a regular Cuban, whether it's big or small, is way better than a fucking Rolly chain or whatever the fuck you call that shit. Like,
I think if you made something out of like Fruit Loops, you could be some sort of fashionista if you did that.
Like the piece that he had on that chain, it didn't even look like it was supposed to go on that chain. The piece he had, it was supposed to be on a Cuban. You know what I mean? Not no fucking. I don't know. It just looks weird. You know what I mean? Like I personally don't like that shit. You know what I mean? That shit look just trashy as a motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Crazy. Out of control. Well, should we wrap this up today or what?
I mean, shit, we could. I mean, shit, we got a couple people joining up. You know, I mean, these motherfuckers, you know, keep joining up.
What's good, Motion?
What's good, my boy Motion? You know what I mean? That's the homie though. You know what I mean? He be doing shit, and you know, me personally too, bro. Like, I be doing I be on the video game streaming again. You know, like the Fortnite shit. I be trying to like do that a little bit too.
What's up, dude? Oh, the Fortnite. I saw you. That's with your Twitch channel, right?
No, I do that shit right here too. You know what I mean? And I be noticing like people be joining from the live too. They be tapping in the past couple of days, and that's just a good way for me to catch the balance. You know what I mean? But I'm still like live streaming and connecting.
No, it's great. You're keeping the momentum going, so people know that you're going live. They want different types of content. You're bringing it to them.
Right. I think that's the most important thing. And I think some people, they might feel like, you know, like, oh, you know, this and that. It's not something we normally watch, you know what I mean? Whatever, you feel me? Hold on, let me say this. Yeah, you know, sometimes people might think like, oh, shit, like this and that. But it's like, they got to understand, like, I'm just giving them all types of different content. It's like, it's not supposed to be a gaming page. It's not supposed to be this or that, but I just clearly know what I need to do. But I feel like it does sway the way some people, but it makes people kind of understand it in the general though. Like, hey man, like I ain't just this or that. Like I can do it all, you know what I mean? And
yeah, that's the kind of weird thing about YouTube is like you're supposed to niche out, but I really like doing whatever I want. It's my personality. Like I just like doing what I want. I think you're the same way.
But see, yes, but on my YouTube, I've always incorporated like all the things on there. They all bounce in between. It all makes sense. The gaming shit is the only thing on there that's kind of like way far fetched from everything else that I do.
Yeah, it's more of like a Twitch thing.
Everything else falls in line. Now, the only reason why I'm doing it on YouTube right now is to try to build my shit up for Twitch. But once I get enough people, I want to just go on Twitch only on there. You know what I mean? That's
it. Twitch is the gaming world. But right. you have to, I was telling you earlier, it's different. It's different. Like you have to leave it wide open until something bad happens and then you close it off.
Right. Cause look, if you were to just go off of Twitch only, like you wouldn't get no people watching your shit. You have to kind of like, you kind of have to be on other platforms. Like say like right now I'm on YouTube, people come in, I could tell them, hey, go to my Twitch, right? But if I'm just on Twitch, I'm never going to find nobody. Because
hell no. Twitch, nobody finds you. You have to send somebody there. Nobody finds you on Twitch. Twitch is Twitch is the non-discoverable channel.
Yeah, it's like a private channel down there.
I've been on there 4 years and I have only 356 followers.
Hey, I have like 50 something, so you gotta think like, I mean, it's like, and you know me, I could grow on most shit pretty fast. It's just on Twitch, I don't send
nobody grows on Twitch. It takes a while. It takes a long time.
Yeah, Twitch for sure. But see, that's when you know you're really popping is when you really have people connected to the Twitch shit. You know, that's why those streamers like Speed and all these other motherfuckers, you know what I mean? Like they all got mad.
Yeah, true community is built on there. It's a different way. It's like really people that are tapped into you. Like really.
People you tapped in from other platforms. You didn't. You know, it wasn't just from Twitch, you know what I mean? And that's the thing, like, and even video gaming streaming, bro, like, that's the same shit like Twitch almost, because it's like, just because you stream the game, that don't mean you're going to have people watching, you know? You still have to give people, and see, the gaming shit, my gaming shit might be different than other people because they might be acting out or whatever. I'm just like actually playing it, so they might be less interested in actually seeing me if I'm just like.
And you're showing the screen? Are you showing the screen when you're playing?
Yeah, you could see me playing the game and the game. You know what I mean?
And the gameplay? Okay, good.
Yeah.
As long as you're showing the gameplay, that's what they want to see.
Yeah, you can see it all. You know what I mean? And definitely though, like the conversation on there is a little different than right here, right? Because I'm in just 100% relaxed mode. It's like, what's good, bro? Oh shit, there's one over here. Like, so
yeah, you could chill more.
Right.
Here you got to be more on it because people are there's different types of people popping in constantly.
But see, that's why once I build my Twitch up enough where I have around the same numbers as yours, like a couple hundred people right there, I'll probably use Twitch more where it's like I'm only on Twitch, you know.
It's so fun. It's a great place to be. I love my Twitch family. It's just chill people.
But also on Facebook, I joined a Twitch group, and also there's a group where if you're on Facebook, and I could probably send you the link too, where it's mostly for gaming for Fortnite, but they have a section right there where you could put your link every time you're live, and anybody right there, they're all streaming too, so they'll click on your shit.
What?
I mean, I've gotten a couple followers actually from Facebook.
But are they all? But they prefer gamers more.
I don't really know because I was just on there on some regular shit, and like they were asking me what I do and shit. I'm like, well, because I wasn't on there because I go on Twitch every day, but off of the computer. So that's how I'm building my Twitch right now. It's not through the games, but through me just being on there regularly. And then I go on Facebook groups. I've gotten probably 5 followers since then because I went on there. I posted my shit. Hey, follow me. You know what I mean? I streamed, and
that's huge. It takes forever to get a follower on Twitch. And
then
even when you're live, if you get 18 people to watch you, you're big time on Twitch. Twitch is so different. There's like very little amount of people watching, but they're important people. That's the difference.
Yeah, see, like if you go on the group shit, I could show you real quick how it look.
Yeah, send me the link.
So right here, it's even called follow for follow, even, right?
Oh, the follow for follow style, huh?
Yeah. And then you go on there, right, and you could do your post. See, like this girl, she put her shit, you know, follow me, whatever. But
what's it called?
It's just called Twitch. Literally, if you go on Google or if you go on Facebook and you just go to the groups, you could literally just go right there and put Twitch, and it's gonna come up. You know
Twitch support group.
Yeah, this one's called follow for follow. But I would for sure get into
follow for all. There it is.
Groups because those are all people doing the same thing as you. You know what I mean?
Join group. Look at that, man.
See, like right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to my Twitch and get my profile and how it looks, type shit. You know what I mean? And then there, I'm gonna post that on the group and tell people, "Hey, man."
Did you see if you could become an affiliate yet?
You know, I haven't did that yet because I haven't looked, but I'm gonna Google that, and it's gonna take me to the place, whatever place it is. You feel me? And then I'll do it from there. But
yeah. Do you know how to get into your studio? Your Twitch studio dashboard?
Yeah, I know how to do that. It's just I need to look at it again. Hold on, let me post this real quick. Twitch.com.
Because that way you need to build redeems, like the redeems. You need emojis. You need all that stuff.
But that's what I'm saying though, like all that shit. But for sure, the Twitch, I just gotta go on the damn thing and look. After this, I'm gonna go do that though. You know what I mean? Because I'm monetizing most every place that I'm on. You know what I mean? Like I got, you know, where I can make some money or whatever, grow in different ways. But it's just about right now getting the people in line. You know, like I had before. See. It's so funny because if I would have had all the people from before, then shit would have been working out for me, right? But see, when you going up, there's always going to be things to try to pull you back, pull you down, take away from situations. I mean, you know, but that's how you know something big's coming in the situation when you have that amount of people trying to ruin what you got going on. You know what I mean? And
isn't that weird how that works? Like even in your inner area, they can see things are happening, and then right away the attacks start coming in.
people don't like the fact that Kshotem did everything he did on his own without any help. Hey, can you help me with this? Can you do this? Like I literally was like, I'm somebody, bro, that you've never really heard me ask for much. You know what I mean? I'm always giving. You know what I mean? I'm always, hey man, I'm never like. Only when you come through, I'm like, hey, bro, can you bring a Red Bull? You feel me? That's about it. You feel
which
me?
is like cheap for the knowledge that you provide.
Right.
I wish I could do more, and I will do more eventually, but the knowledge is incredible.
Right. And I mean, it's just like, you feel me? Like, but when this is why I have haters though, because when you detach yourself from people, they feel like, damn, like I ain't gonna learn nothing, you know, or whatever. And they feel like that's where they try to get the force field behind them to say, fuck this fool, because they're actually hurt. You know what I mean? Because they're doing all that extra shit. Me personally, I just never even made a post about all that. When people be talking shit or whatever, bro, you ain't never really see me come out and try to address a goddamn thing. I just let people talk shit, you know what I mean? And I just make fun of shit. I mean,
hopefully you do that.
And a message is a little different though, because I could elaborate, I could express, I could be like, hey man, but you ain't never seen me come out on my story and try to defend something a hater ever said.
Smart. That is smart. Never do that ever.
And you ain't never even heard me like call out another artist like that, like unless he had a fucking name like Drex the Joint, you know what I mean? I didn't have an issue with him because he was bugging in the city. But the haters, that's what you want. They want you to mention their name so then the people go and look them up. But I understand marketing, you know? So I always knew like people just want me to mention them so fucking bad, but I let them mention me so much that it just promoted me. But if I were to be mentioning them, I would be promoting them now. But see, that's where
that's that 50 Cent style marketing.
Right. And they grow a brain after a certain point in time and they realize I can't be defeated. So they're like, you know what? We can't mention them. We can't even say nothing now because it's just going to help them out now, you know? And they realize that. When my shit went from 900 subscribers to 15,000, they realized that shit. You can't go against the motherfucker and thinking you're going to get something out of him when he's the promoter. He's the marketer. He already knows what you're doing. You can't fool somebody that knows your footsteps, you feel me? He's gonna step for you, you know what I mean? And that's what happened, you know? I'm like, oh, they're trying to capitalize off of what I'm doing. It just helped me because I knew what was going on. You know, when you know what's going on, you're a step ahead of the person that thinks you're dumb.
Right. Exactly.
Like, I'm thinking the whole time, oh, we working some on Kshotem. In all reality, you just promoted my name because I didn't mention not one person's name. I just said, pull the fuck up. I'm right here, nigga. I'm Boulevard Fairview, nigga. What's up? That's all I said. Niggas never came, though.
Yeah.
Now, there's a lot of scared-ass fools out there. I ain't going to say too much, you know what I mean? But motherfuckers rather make a post online than actually, like, come have a conversation with a man, you feel me?
Wow. And you're fearless, my friend. That is incredible.
I let motherfuckers know, bro. Like, I have no, like, because I already dealt with enough fuckery from people. Like, I would love for a motherfucker to come and express how he feels to me. You know what I mean? Like, let me know something. You know what I mean? Because I'm just waiting on that shit. You know what I mean? Like, you realize that a lot of the internet shit is just internet shit. Motherfuckers do that shit online, but they ain't got no access to real life.
That's good. Keep it like that, please. Nobody come here. Nobody come here.
I'm gonna tell you straight up, like, motherfuckers do a lot of shit for the internet, but they ain't really stepping in real life. Their mind is diluted and oversaturated, and they think that the internet is like real life. It's not, homie. When you're in front when you're in front of my face, that's when it's real life, and nobody's ever done that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I ain't playing. You feel me? Like, I ain't playing. So what people may say on the internet, they can't say to my face. But what I say on the internet, I could say to anybody's face. Dead ass. Like, that's why I say it on the internet. Because I'm willing to tell them right in front of their face. I ain't got no, nah, this is me in real life too. The same motherfucker right here, same person in real life. But these motherfuckers, they be like this online. They're not like that in real life. You know what I mean?
That's good. Let's keep it safe. That's good. Good job, community.
You know what I mean?
Good job, community.
These motherfuckers be puppies. Straight
Poof.
lap dogs.
Boof. Boofy. That's the word you taught me. Boof.
Boof.
Straight
But
boof.
why do you think I could make those skit reactions and they hit so hard? Because I'm coming from straight like knowledge. I'm coming from straight. You're gonna hear it how it is, not how you want it to sound. You feel me? Like I'm gonna tell you what it is. You feel me? and that's what those reactions are. Those skit reactions. It's just letting them know exactly what it is, not what it ain't.
Bring them. That's good. Bring them to the show. We need them. Come to the show. Come to the show. Monday nights with Kshotem and Raise Flames.
They don't want no issue with Kshotem, you know what I mean? Because I'll cook their ass up, you know what I mean? We'll put them on the fucking griddle, you know what I mean? Like straight like that, man. Like,
wow,
we ain't playing with nobody out here, you know what I mean? And it's like I done gave motherfuckers pass like that bum tweaker fool. I gave him a pass because like whatever, but I ain't giving nobody no passes. If it's somebody that try to yap online, ain't no pass, boy. Like none of that.
Wow.
Full diapers. You feel me? These motherfuckers got full diapers. You hear me?
Full diaper spankies.
Man, these motherfuckers got poopy diapers.
Poopy diapers.
Poopy lips.
Poopy diapers.
Hey man,
wow.
You know my breasts think I talk a lot of shit. You know what I mean?
That should be your opening line to everything. My breath stinks because I talk a lot of shit. That should be your line when you go date somebody. You should put that on your dating app, and you will get all kinds of honeys. You'll get honeys for days with that line right there. Are you kidding me? You'll get all kinds of tons of women, exotic women.
Man, the best kinds, huh? They like.
You'll get exotic women.
Hey, man, women like stank breath.
They do. They pretend they don't. They pretend they don't.
Hey, man,
but then they feed you crackers and stuff like that. So I don't know what's going on.
Hey, man, I've been around some motherfuckers. I don't even know if it was a breath. I think they just smell like a fucking trash can. You know what I mean? Like,
oh man, Wyatt Earp is in the house. Wyatt Earp,
bro,
you're a legend. Tombstone, you own that town, my friend.
Look, dog. One time I worked with this dude, right? This Mexican dude. His name was Limon, right? Limon
Acida.
Smelled like a lemon, so we called him Lemon. He smelled like a lemon. Fool.
Oh damn!
He was always drunk and he was always sweating out beer and shit like that.
Goat milk. He's sweating out goat milk.
And he was a pretty good worker, but I surpassed his little ass. You know what I mean? Because I was just willing to do a little bit more than him. You know what I mean? And
wow,
I was a beast. You feel me?
That's impressive. We are a strong culture, and we can work for days.
Yeah. Oh boy, he for
endlessly.
Sure got shit on. I was, bro, at that job. I was taking shit off of the beds that motherfuckers would have two people, or they would bring a forklift in, and some of that shit I was just like taking that shit off myself. You know what I mean? Like I was.
So you would just put? Are you saying you would just put pallets on your back, type of stuff?
Yeah, it was a place where it was a laser and water jet place. So like you have like a whole bunch of machines, right? So get this picture in your head, whole bunch of machines, right? Lasers and then water jets. Your job is some of those machines you're operating them, but you're doing walkthroughs constantly. So you're just jumping on beds to take them out of skeletons to put them on the pallet, right? Taking the scrap, putting the scrap out. But there's all things going. So your job is all day to take these shits, put them on the pallet. But see, my thing was I started to get ahead of the game because I was like, all right, I'm gonna take it off the pallet, put it on the fucking table instead of the pallet, right? I'm gonna take it off the bed instead of the pallet, put on the table and start deburring it and working on it as it's coming off the bed, right? While other people used to just throw them on the ground on the pallet. So I started to do shit a little differently there, you know, and that's where Lemon was kind of like, damn, like you work smarter than me, homie, like because I'm doing the work. So as the order comes done, there's only like it's halfway done now, or maybe done. You got it done as soon as the machine got done. That's what you call faster production now, you know?
Damn.
While the other guys are just throwing that shit on the pallet, I'm thinking But see, I've always been like this, bro. It don't matter if I'm promoting marketing, if I'm working at a job. I've always been the type of person where
Strategy.
I like to strategize and I like to figure shit out how to do it faster than this guy. Because I look at how other people do it, I'm like, man, I could do that shit faster. You feel me? Like, fuck you talking about? Like,
You're an operations expert.
yeah, bro. That's why, like, in a workplace, I had guys tell me, like, bro, like on lunch, they would be telling me, like, bro, kick back, like, you making us look bad.
What happened?
There's a little bit of meat and potatoes. I was saving it for you.
Oh no, give it to you. No, I'm good. I eat it, bud.
There's a tortilla in the thing too.
Crazy.
Yeah, I had motherfuckers tell me, like, bro, you need to slow down. You working too hard. You making us look bad right now. You know what I mean? Because like you doing more than us, and you kind of stepping up the production value, like what they expect. Because when you're doing that, now production's going faster. So now the boss is gonna want everybody to work.
They're gonna expect more.
Right.
Yeah, you can't do that because these guys are going to be there 90 years. So you gotta kind of mellow out, level it out. 8 hours. Use your 8 hours wisely.
But this is the thing, right? If you do shit and you're better, this and that, some of these bosses, they'll just use you for what they know you're willing to do, but then they're gonna dish you at some point in time, and they're gonna keep motherfuckers that give half-ass of the labor or whatever. I've noticed that, bro. Like you could be the motherfucker that is the best worker there, and you but like they'll end up cutting you and keeping all these other little jank motherfuckers because
whatever's cheaper.
They kiss ass and this and that, and yeah, me, I was like a couple people, so and I could do so much shit, you know what I mean? But it's like that's why a workplace, bro, it's like it's a waste of time sometimes because what happens when you've been working at a job? Say like my pops, right? He worked at a company 25 years and they fucking just straight did some shady shit. His whole mind was in that company. Now, what if he took that time to make his own shit like Kshotem and the brand, right? Now he wouldn't be worried about that. He would be like, shit, I got my brand, whatever, right? You're not going to do that to yourself. But a job, they're going to do you like that. You could work there for 5 years, 10 years, 6 months, 1 week, whatever. They going to do you the same way. You know what I mean? So why would I want to work for somebody like that when I could literally build my own shit from the ground up and then be the guy that gives people vacations, not, oh, I need to take a vacation. You know what I mean?
That's right. I'll be working for you pretty soon once you hit that millions. I'm gonna get my $100,000 a year, baby, right here.
Oh yeah. Hey, man,
I need that health insurance too. You better get some health insurance for Kshotem Company.
Yeah. Once my shit goes up and I'm making all types of bread, like my whole goal is like my family and shit like that, like whatever rest of the life that we all have together, it's like I want to be able to give them the life that they never had with those times, like because obviously people know, like, sad to say, like you could do everything in the world with somebody, but when it comes down to like money, all the other shit, some shit you need to have the money to be able to bless them with certain shit, you know what I mean? Like you can't just use words or be like, hey, we've been together, because we've been together for a long time, right? So now the money aspect, it's like if we had that, it's like how my pop's fixing up his Nova, like fucking go buy him a Viper right now or some shit.
Yeah, you got to do that. You got to, because we're behind. We owe. There's nobody that we benefited. We owe everybody. We owe everybody.
Your family though, to me, is like the people that anybody would like owe the most, because in this situation right now, you don't got your family. It's like shit could be real rough, and then you can't do what you do. You can't do anything, you know what I mean? Because the world is not structured to win; it's structured to fail. It's not like they set you up to be able to fall on something. They set you up to be able to be fucked. You know what I mean? Like that's why the system is the way it is, right? Say like, okay, break it down like this: when you're homeless, what do you need to do certain shit? Oh, I need an address to get a job. I need to, what I'm talking about? Like they make it to where they structure it to where once you get to a certain point, you just keep going down.
You're screwed. And then if you have like a lot of divorces, you owe a bunch of people money. I bet a lot of these people probably just jump out of the social sphere just because they owe so many people money. They owe their wives money. They owe child support. They have all these systems against them, and they probably just say, "Forget it." And they're going to stay there because they just don't want to have to deal with any of that. If they come back, they're going to have to deal with all that.
See everything you just mentioned, but then you add on like having kids with the wrong girl, and then say like you said, divorce, right? And what happens when you get married? Now the girl's like prone to like your shit if you don't get a prenup. So it's like fuck all that, right? Like, why would you want to go and fucking get married? Yeah, fuck all that. Like
if you're an artist, I do not recommend it. Correct.
It's just like I just don't really see the benefit in that for a guy. I mean, especially to be a male, bro. Like, think about it. Like, you have a kid with a girl, she has most of those rights. You feel me? Like, it's like not you really. So you got to make sure you're kissing her ass, then, right? Okay, like fuck all that, right? So
100%.
There's that. That's why it is. And then everything just looking bad on you in any situation. You know what I mean? Like a girl, bro. My homie, he went and got this girl pregnant, like 18. You know what I mean? Like that girl didn't even give him a chance. Instantly put him on child support. Like,
damn smart. She caught him. She locked and loaded him.
And it's so funny because, bro, like he had a good job at I think Dish Network. So like
all that money was going to her.
Good money in the beginning. Oh yeah, bro. I mean,
she got some nice shoes. I bet she has a great pair of shoes, like a whole closet full of shoes, probably.
Because now his kid's probably like damn near close to being 15 years old, dog. Like his kid's probably like he's gonna be.
His kid's got the best Jordans right now.
Bro, in a couple years, he's probably gonna be off that child support shit, and all his money's gonna be back to his name, and that's like.
So he's gonna buy that Corvette.
But no, this fool already had a couple of nice cars, dog. Like even with that child support shit, it's
just, damn, he knows how to save money.
Nah, just
or makes good money.
Financing, you feel me? People finance, you feel me?
Credit.
Like, yeah, he does have good credit, but he damn near got in a position though where it was rough because like he had to be with his girl, but like he didn't want to, but like he had his daughter, and obviously when you have a family like that, you can't just. If you're locked in and you actually fuck with the whole shit, right? Then
yeah, you got to make sacrifices. It's not about you at that point. It's about your kid.
But it's only when like you don't really see like the ins and outs of things, you know. That's when it could be like a whole just upside down effect. But in his situation, he just was like, well, if I'm gonna be on child support, I might as well just like be 100% right there. And so he started to dedicate like all his. But he got that girl pregnant real early though. That was his thing. But that girl actually wanted to be with him though. You know, that's the difference. You know what I mean? Like she actually wanted to
cheaper to keep her.
But see, bro was just living that fast life. You know, he always thought like
he wasn't ready.
Well, not only that, it just like old boy just wanted to live. Like he had other like they was into their fashion. They were kind of like how I am. You know what I mean? It's just. When they had kids, you know, they got fat, you know what I mean? Both of them boys got big as shit, boy. Like
dad bod, baby. Gotta get that dad bod working.
My life, and they probably be thinking like, man, fuck this fool. Like they be watching my story, and I know they're probably like, man, fuck this fool Kshotem, you know what I mean? Cause it's like
because you have freedom.
We're the opposites. Yeah, like me, I get, you know, I'm doing what I do, this and that. I mean, it's all the same shit they remember me doing back then too, because I don't know if you know, but like I don't have it now because that's on my other Instagram, but I had this video, which I did post it on my short on YouTube. I was able to post it on there recently. And it was like an interview they shot of me in like 2020 or some shit. And I was breaking down like me doing this shit as a kid. So those videos just clarify everything I say right now because those videos I shot years ago, right? And I'm saying it now, so I have shit to show for that I even already said, you know what I mean?
That you did younger, yeah.
Right there, whenever I was younger. And I recorded those videos in 2020. You know what I mean? So I put that shit out when I didn't know nobody out here in this culture right now. I was just like out here. Bro, that's what I'm trying to say. Like I was shooting interviews before anybody else. I was shooting these vlogs where you set up the camera. Like I was already doing what I do right now. 2019, 2018. It's just.
You were doing the hood vlogs back then.
Oh yeah, bro. I mean, even if you go look at my content, all the clips that I shot out in public, those are basically the same shit like what hood vlogs are. You know what I mean? Like,
crazy.
And I all the time, like go get clips, post them on my story. I started that wave of like just showing clips all the time. You know what I mean? Because that's all I ever did, and that's how my hood vlogs even turned into vlogs. But I used to shoot vlogs in 2018 too, but they were bigger vlogs of artists. Like I didn't. put them together how I put them together now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They weren't
Crazy,
cool.
crazy. Out of control. All right, my man. I got to take a leak.
Yeah,
I'm going to go hang out with my sons. Let's wrap this bad boy up.
Yeah, I'm about to go have dinner and all that shit. I'm hungry as a motherfucker.
Nice. There you
Yeah,
go.
man. But yeah, man, that's your boy Kshotem right here with Ray's Flaves. I'm gonna be back on my live and all that, so you already know what time it is. But you know, Ray's Flaves had it came through for that Monday show. You already know.
Yes, sir.
Boy Kshotem, what you got to say, Rays?
Thank you, my friend, for having me on. As always, great community here on the Kshotem Show. Race Flaves and Kshotem collaboration. Be sure to follow that broadcast channel that he's got. Be sure to follow him on the Discord. Get into all these things because he does such a great job at it. So be sure to follow all those different platforms. Thank you so much and have a great one.
You already know, man. It's your boy Kshotem, and I'm out.
Late.
You already